Okay, here I have Scott Ridley, senior, part of the Beresford cross country team. Scott, why don't you tell me a bit about how your cross country season's been going so far this year?
This year it's been pretty bad. We've some of the senior boys have not been doing good this year, including one myself. So,
Yeah, okay. Could you tell me about some years in the past, how those have been throughout your entire cross country career?
they're definitely better than how this year has been going. Better conditioning, better just activities and meets in general compared to everything else.
Okay. Say what would you say was your best cross country year?
Definitely seventh grade. When you first start out, it's something fun to do, and then over the years, it gets boring. But definitely the first year is when you're always more excited about your sports compared to anything else.
Hmm. Could you maybe talk more about how that first year in seventh grade really was a lot better than the rest of them?
Uh, we just it was a new experience, so everybody was more excited about it compared to now that we've gotten used to everything. It's a new experience, so you're more willing
Hmm.
to put effort and have fun in it than something you've done continuously. So
Uh
it's
huh. How would you say that your cross country career has affected you in other ways, like school, like social life, stuff like that?
well, in social life, it's helped bring a group of people, younger and older, together to become pretty good friend group and hang out, all that stuff.
Hmm.
But schoolwork, it's definitely helped me improve my grades, pay attention more in class because it's needed for being able to do that kind of stuff.
Uh huh. If you had anything to say about like cross country as a sport, like what would you say? What would you say like pros or cons of it?
I'd definitely say a con is even just missing only a little bit of practice, you're gonna be out of it for a while. But it's for a pro, it's really good for conditioning. It's a new experience, definitely something you should try, honestly.
Okay, and what would you say? Like, would you say cross country can like definitely affect and help you in other sports too?
Yeah, especially for sports that involve a lot of running, like I don't know, soccer, track. Those ones cross country would help with very much because of the endurance and the speed you can get from that. And if you maintain that over like a break, where there is no sport, then it will help you stay in condition for it.
Any like specific experience or stuff through your career as a cross country runner? Like any specific events that you remember?
Uh, Not too much. It's all kind of the same. Show up, run, be tired after that. It's the same thing.
I definitely feel that. Yeah. Well, do you got anything to add that I didn't quite hit on?
Uh, Not much. It's open yourself to experiences like cross country or just other sports in general is really
Yeah.
something everybody should try if they want.
Okay. Well, thanks for coming in and talking with me here, getting some information about how your just cross country season is and how the sport is, especially as a senior athlete too.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome Brady. Thanks for um coming here to talk to me about um just how your senior cross country career is. So, why don't you talk to me about that? How's your season been going so far this year?
The season's been going pretty good. We've had a little bit of injuries here and there and stuff, but I feel like as a team and everybody, and we're doing pretty good, and we've been getting better as the season's been going, and I think we're gonna have a pretty good team by the end of the season.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to talk to me about how's your cross country season been like all together? Entire thing since when you started to now.
Um, I'd say it's been a challenge, and we've had to work more and get better and overcome some things. But I think it's been a pretty good experience and learning curve.
Yeah. Like what season did you like
Oh,
do the best in?
I would say peak cross country season for me was sophomore year.
Sophomore year.
Yes.
Okay, can you talk to me a little bit more about how sophomore year looked for you?
Sophomore year was pretty great because we had the JV squad and we had all the seniors um, from whatever 2 years ago or whatever, and it was hype. And we were getting out there and we were winning a lot of meets, and we had a lot of people, and yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Okay. Can you talk to me kind of what does being a senior really entail for cross country? Like, would you say there's more of a leadership that you're kind of expected to like most sports, or like
Yeah,
what
I'd
does that
say
entail?
there's a little bit more of a leadership role and showing the younger kids what to do and all the stuff and showing people what to do and I don't even know. Yeah, stuff.
Okay. So, how would you say cross country has affected like the rest of your life? Like stuff outside cross country, like other sports or like academics.
I'd say it's taught me to work through hard stuff and do stuff that even though it may be tough and I may not like it at the moment, that it works for the better in the end. Perseverance.
Yeah. How what like can you think of any like certain experiences through cross country that really like stick in your head, like certain meets or like practices,
I'd say pasta feed.
pasta
Pasta
feeds?
feeds, because it's just a fun time where you get to be with everybody and have fun, and you get done with practice and you're tired, but then you go get to eat some good food and just talk and yeah, make a lot of memories.
Yeah, I'd say definitely for me too. Pasta feeds are
Yeah.
one of the more fun aspects of the sport. That's for sure. Um. Okay. Well, if you don't got anything more to add, that's gonna be it for our little recording here.
I bet.
Welcome Noah. Thanks for coming and letting me talk to you about how cross country is. So first to start off, how's this season going for cross country?
Oh, this season's actually been going pretty good. It's been probably my best season yet. Every race I seem to run faster and faster. Midway through the season, I've had my bumps, but I mean, it's been a good season so far.
Yeah, it's good to hear. Um, how has your cross country career been?
Well, I say from my first couple years, it hasn't been the best because I mean, I wasn't that good. But the past 3 years, I say it's been getting better, and it's then well, my junior year wasn't the best because I got injured probably towards the start of the season, so didn't get to finish. But I mean, it's been good.
Yeah. Okay, what would you say your uh peak season has been? I know you kind of already said this year's been pretty good.
My two peak seasons would be my sophomore year and my senior year.
Okay. What would you say your sophomore year was like?
Oh, my sophomore year, it started off slow. I wasn't that fast, but by the end of the season, I was actually running close to what I am right now. So, I mean, that was good. I think my junior year, I would have had a better season if I ended up not getting injured, but I mean, stuff happens. So,
Yeah. Injuries are do play a big role when you're in sports, that's for
yep.
sure. Okay. So like what would you say how cross country has affected you in other sports?
I'd say it definitely has helped because going into other sports, I am already somewhat in shape, and so it's not that much like I'm used to practices too. So after school, I'm kind of just in the schedule for other sports and practices. So
Yeah, 'cause cross country basically just one big conditioning for
yep.
other sports. Um, so what would you like? Would you say like how would you say cross country has affected you like academically or like your social life, stuff like that?
I wouldn't necessarily say it's affected me much. I mean, I see myself as towards the younger people on the team. I can be leaders to them and just show them like what's right and wrong and just how to build them into better runners.
Yeah. Um. Okay. So what are like? Do you have any like specific like times you remember in your career, like a specific cross country meet or a practice that was really memorable or anything like that?
Mm, I wouldn't really say so. I mean, probably I think 2 years ago we had Tommy Curdell. He made cross country just awesome, and he's just a good leader. And yeah, I wouldn't say there's a necessarily a time or practice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I know I already talked to the other two seniors. I don't know. One thing they kind of brought up was pasta feeds.
Yep.
What are your
I love the pasta feeds. I mean, I go out for seconds and thirds. It's probably one of my favorite things about cross country. So
Yeah, definitely one of the more enjoyable aspects of the sport.
yeah, I mean, food. Who who wouldn't take food?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in and talk to me, taking you out of class.
Yeah,
getting
that's never a bad thing.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you.